Pandas. Good morning, pandas, and welcome to the stream. Pandas, it's another day, a new day to find new scalps. Let's go, baby. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think today might be. Good morning. Pandas, give me some good mornings in the chat if you're just rolling in. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Glad that you can join us. It's a new day. If you had a red day yesterday, don't let that affect you today. Stick to the plan. Always stick to the plan. Taking a look here, I'm trying to figure out, are we going to, this bar right here, that's actually kind of incredible with follow through. I just don't like the shape of this right now. I don't like the shape of this at all. A higher time frame. This could simply be break a trend new high. 10K chart. Break a trend, new high. And so we can reverse here, but this double bottom looks pretty strong. You see a double bottom like this, you're thinking measure move up. So, not sure. I actually don't like the shape of this. Like, this looks like a downtrend now, in and of itself. You have some consolidation here. And then breaks down actually. This higher high might be tempting to go into. This might be the better trade. But this is a decent signal bar you have here to go long. And I can understand why you would want to go long here. But this higher high after the H4 setup might be a better setup to go long into. But not entirely sure actually, pandas. Trying to see if it's worth going long. Maybe with a good signal bar might be worth it. Well, this is a downtrend now. Yeah, if it breaks up, probably has to make a new low. Definitely uptrend here. First touch of the 20 EMA. Trying to figure out, should I go long here? Probably sit on my pause. I don't like the shape of this. It was such a strong move down with two strong bear bars like this. It's a little scary to go long into that, but we do have the trading range indicator hitting the bottom of the trading range. But even though you bounce off the bottom, you're right at the top. Kind of hard to go long into that. Unsure here. This is my pause, but I'm just trying to read the price action, trying to figure out what's going on. You have chop here. And you do have a two-legged pullback that fails and traps to the downside. So that trap here might have triggered the downtrend, this trap. But decent signal bar forming now on the 2K chart. If I were to make a choice, I would have to respect this trading range and go short if we make some sort of trap up here. I'm just not sure. Sorry, pandas, just looking at the current price action. Immediate price action, maybe I could make a quick scalp here, but I'm just not sure because of this price action. It looks, when it starts to do this, it's already being choppy, right? The trading range indicator automatically detected chop with these couple bars, and with these bars, the trading range indicator marks perfectly the bottom of the trading range, because you can see it bounce right off of it, almost hit the top of the trading range, missed it by 2 ticks. Now we got a doji here. If you're long, you're probably sweating at the moment. If you saw this two-legged pullback here, A, B, C, good signal bar, and off the 20 EMA. And so you're thinking that's a good trade, pretty good trade, 2 moves down. In fact, now we have a H4 setup, but this is disappointing, right? You make a perfect scalp, and you're probably still trapped in here, and so you're wondering, you know, is this gonna, am I gonna make my scalp, or am I gonna lose out on this signal bar, which is about, right, 1, 2, 3.5 points large. So you're risking about 3.5 here. That's tricky. That's really tricky. Because this is the first push up, very strong push up, first touch of 20 MA. So you're thinking for sure, one test off 20 MA, we should get a bounce. But then when you look at the immediate price action, you see it's choppy, right? By the trading range indicator, hits the bottom trading range perfectly. You do have enough room back to the top, but it's tight. It's very tight. But I think the fact that the trading range indicator is coming out now just shows that we are definitely in some sort of choppy price action, which is unusual. You know, strong push up, you're thinking follow through. Strong push up, little teeny follow through, right? One more little push up here. Just unsure what's gonna happen here. Doji bars, 2 doji bars now in a row. Market's confused. Hey pandas, let me know in the chat if my let me know in the chat if my voice is okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me say good morning to some of my pandas. Kellyanne, good morning. I believe I saw Phil W. Yeah, Phil W. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Oh, we got top chat. Let me change it to live chat here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. John Yonan. Good morning. Brandon Jones. Good morning. Marcelino. Yeah, make sure you scalp that like button. Hey pandas, yesterday, I know you guys can push this up to 100 likes before market open. Yesterday was proof. But I'm not doing a whiskey challenge today. I want to be able to get to the 100 likes without having to drink whiskey at 9 in the morning. So pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Scalp it to 100 before market open. Good morning, guys. Phil W. Good morning. SW Blades. Good morning. Frank Angelo, good morning from New Jersey. Jeffrey Apple, good morning from Asheville. Duncan Kilgore, good morning. J Trades, welcome from Maine. Good morning, Jeffrey Apple, yep. CPI data. Frank Angelo, the CPI came in lower than expected, setting off a round of buying. Interesting, all right. SW Blaze says a spike was CPI numbers. Good to know. That's why the community is nice. I guess it happened around 8:30. Very strong move up, actually. Let's see if we can fall through. I mean, price action is king. Who cares about the news? Price action is king. I mean, if news is really important, then this should just keep going up forever. But we'll see. Cash Afna says, all good, man. Icky, good morning. Pandas from Chicago. Francisco Bandera, good morning. Welcome, Pandas. MM says, looking at Apple today, since it's correlated with SPY, Apple has some news today, so looking bullish. Jeffrey Apple says, sound is perfect today. Let's go, baby. I know sound for me is important. I mean, in terms of experience, so I want to make sure you guys are getting some good quality content here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the feedback, Pandas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cash Afna asks, what are you trading? Look at the title of the stream. Gives you all the information you need to know what I'm trading here. This is the biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the world. It makes Bitcoin look like child's play. E-mini futures. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. While you guys are rolling in, let me look at yesterday's chart. Ended the stream in this chop, and that was, yeah, I made no trades here. I made 0 trades here. Ended the stream around here, and yeah, just had no entries, had nothing. Ended up making a L4 reversal here, or L4 reversal. L4, right, with the 4 here, then finally reverses 4 with the magenta box off the 240 SMA. It was actually a spot, perfect spot reversal, and you could have swung it for a new low. Not that you would really known that. Seeing all this chop here, you know, for about an hour or for about 15 minutes, just pure choppiness. Actually, about 30 minutes of pure choppiness after that entry. You could have scalped out quickly, and it's not, you know, if you held a runner, you obviously, the runner got stopped out. But if you held it for a swing trade, you probably get actually stopped out as well, even if you got us 4 points. 4 points, and then, you know, you have your runner, but then comes back up just to knock you out, and then comes right back down. That's the market, you know. Look what happens here. You get a 1, 2, 3, 4 points. You know, you get your 4-point scalp, even 5-point scalp if you want. If you did a true swing trade, you'll do double your risk here. And look at what happens here. So this is double the bar here. And the moment that this was hit, right, this is like all the closes, right? There's no close beneath this, showing that this measure move was something that the institutions were trading. And the moment it hit that, guess what? It comes right back up, right? Fills you on your swing trade. Let's say, oh, I'm gonna have just a delicious runner. It's gonna just keep going down forever, and it bounces right back up, and then will stop you out, your runner, and then finally makes its move. And that's how vicious the market is, right? Once you made your double of this bar, you know, double your risk, and so people will take this trade, right? Profitable trade here. Double your risk of this bar, comes out perfectly, right? No closes beneath it, right? And you see like a failed breakdown of this measured move, and then it comes right back up, and guess where it stops? Stops right exactly where you put your runner, right at break even, or break even plus 1 if you got in with 1 tick retracement. Regardless, it comes out perfectly to knock you out, and then finally makes its big move that you were waiting for on your runner. And that's the market for you. You know, people were waiting to get into that trade right here. So, of course, no entries, even on this strong down move. No entries here, no entries, all of this, no entries. No entries here. The only entry you might have been here. Two-legged move. A, B, C. I guess a decent scalp here, but let me see what's happening. Yeah, new low. You're thinking once this new low was made, that perhaps going through the 20 EMA like this, you're in an uptrend now. And so with this uptrend, you have the first break, and then after the first break, what you're looking for is a new high, right? This break of trend, new high, and the new high actually is made by 1 tick right here, and then it kind of reverses. So decent trade here, but in my opinion, that's a little scary, just because when I see 2 legs that look like this, it looks more 50-50 to me. When I see 2 big legs like this, it's a little scarier. Like typically pullbacks are like, they look like this, you know, they're quick, right? They're supposed to be like a continuation of the original trend, and it's just like a small pullback, right? 2-leg pullback. But this pullback looks more like this, really big pullback here, like kind of big legs here, a little scarier, but the shape, I mean, at the end it ends up giving me scalp. So you might think it's worth it, right? Because you're only risking about what, 2 points here, 2.5 points to get 1 point here. And so could be worth the trade here, especially right after 20 MA and after the reversal, right? Making that new low, breaking above the 20 MA, and then possibly you're thinking uptrend. So no trades here. You do have the trading range indicator starting to mark the trading range with these 3 bars, and you do have a higher low setup here you possibly could take if you wanted to, if you're thinking this uptrend is going to continue. But that's a hard trade in my opinion. Two-legged pullback back to the bottom of the 20 EMA with a good signal bar. Decent trade here, I think. Time is it? Oh, got 10 minutes to market open. Just looking at yesterday's trades. I mean, there was actually some volume. It's very nice. I actually, stopped trading after the stream. Oh, you got a two-legged pullback after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traps in a row. 5 traps in a row, pandas. And a two-legged pullback. 5 traps in a row. You're thinking after this failed trap, I mean, I probably actually wouldn't take this trade if I saw this live, to be honest. Just because if I see a failed trap here, you're thinking the failed trap, especially after new low, you're thinking it could reverse here. So very scary in my opinion to take that. But for those who think this is a downtrend, continue. I mean, you could be like this. Right, first break of trend, you're thinking new low, and that's exactly what happens, right? You get first break of trend, new low, and it breaks right above it, but we don't get any entry to actually, take, not until here, and finally, yeah, not until here, finally, after this ledge was made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits all in one spot. When you get an oct, right, an oct ledge like this, where 8 hits, you're thinking possible reversal here, especially in the bottom of the trading range. So potentially here, also decent trade to go. Very small risk as well. You got 8 hits in a row like that. Decent trade in my opinion right here. Especially after, right, break a trend and a new low has been made. Double bottom. Finally blasts off. And really hasn't reversed back till back here, but decent trade because of that oct bottom, but yeah. It's kind of funny. Actually, a new low was made here as well. Yeah, break a trend, new low was made. Incredible. Two-legged pullback here. Not sure if you're going to make a trade 10 minutes before the market close, but this is a two-legged pullback. You don't see a reversal here. A, B, C. Two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. Strong uptrend. But the timing, right, we're talking about it's around 1549. Oh, ends up giving you your point on this uptrend, pandas. I was a little worried, but actually ends up giving me the point anyways. So it is what it is. Good morning, guys. This is going over yesterday's chart. Now we're at today's pre-market analysis. Gonna end the poll here. Most of you guys think it's gonna be a bull trend day today. Something interesting here, pandas. Something interesting. Let's take a look at the daily. What do we have on the daily? A, B, C. A two-legged pullback on the daily is about to form on this uptrend. These two-legged pullbacks are pretty rare. Like I mentioned, we saw one back here. And before this one, the only other two-legged pullback that we see is way over here back in June. Or is it May? Back in May. Yep, back in May, a couple months ago. So we have very two-legged pullbacks are very rare on the daily right now. But pandas, there's something to take a note here. This failed trap at the top of the trading range, to me, is very concerning. I mean, if you're talking about break of trend, new highs type of thing, right? Major trend reversals, we've had many of them, many break of trends, but no place where we really could see a potential trap trade to the downside. And what I mean by trap trade is if we make less than 10 points coming up here and then we reverse, I think we have potential for a nice trap reversal here. And this would be the place to do it, in my opinion. But, I trade at your own risk. It's just what I'm looking at. So if we actually break above yesterday's high, which is marked by this blue bar, if we go past this blue bar but don't hit that 10 points and reverse and break a previous candle's low on the daily, that's a trap for me. 1, 6, 7, Actually, let's just look at 44.83.50. 43.83.50 to 40.93.50. All right, if we can't touch this line here and we reverse, something scary might happen. We do have a trap trade coming up. We do typical, right, price action rules. Here we go. Right, break of trend. Break of trend. You're thinking new high, potential new high. Does end up hitting the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator, right? Comes back to the bottom, hits it perfectly, reverses right off of it. Now it's coming to the top of the trading range marked by the trading range indicator. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. I know you pandas can hit 100 likes before market open. Yesterday was proof. I don't know if you guys were there yesterday. But the moment I just said, okay, I'll drink a little whiskey, because I just didn't think, in my mind, I said that because I just really didn't think you guys could do it, because I've asked so many times and it's never happened. So I just thought it was impossible. I was like, maybe it's just not enough viewers, and it's just the percentage of amount of viewers to likes would just be way too much. But hey, when you guys put your mind together, when you guys work together on something, actually incredible. You guys actually made it to 100 likes before market open. So don't tell me you cannot hit 100 likes before market open. I know that's a lie. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, good morning. There is a trap here. Yeah, Vlad is mentioning there's a short entry, fail second entry short here. You can take this trap if you think we're going to make one more new high. But top of the trading range, I'm going to sit on my pause. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. I'm just waiting here. I'm thinking we're going to we're going to break yesterday's high. And I'm going to see if it can come all the way up to 10 points afterwards. That's kind of what I keep my eyes on. But sitting on my pause right now. Unsure what's going to happen here. It looks bullish, in my opinion. Especially with a strong push up like this. You're thinking possible bull trend day today. We've had pretty strong bear trend days. So we could finally possibly have a bull trend day today, but we shall see. Let me say good morning to a couple more pandas before market open. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Bill Jesso. Good morning. Good morning, Cad from Georgia. For you guys rolling in, welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Bye Money. Welcome to my channel. Hey, if it's your first time here, in this stream, we trade the biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the universe. It's called the emini futures. We want it to be liquidable because we want to trade price action. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this: two legs down, or two legs up. Two legs down, two legs up. And in the right context, if you find this pattern, you have a greater than 90% chance to make a 1-point scalp on the emini. If you want more details about the setup, check out the description below. Oftentimes you'll hear me call it an ABC pattern. Just very easy to see, or very easy to say. Also, for instance, if you look at the chart, you have an ABC pattern here. A, B, C, good signal bar, and it ends up making you a scalp here off the 20 EMA, which is a key area. Also, we trade pure price action. So everything on the chart here helps us with price action. We have the 20 EMA, we have the 240 SMA, and also a custom indicator that automatically identifies these two-legged pullbacks for us. And it does it by a simple color code. Dark red, dark green numbers are two-legged pullbacks. Magenta boxes are traps. And what we have here, right, when we look to the right of the chart, you see that there is a trap currently waiting for us here because it's a magenta box. And so this magenta box means it's a trap if it reverses on this next candle. If you want more information about that, the two-legged pullback indicator, you can check out the description below. There's a link to the official website. The URL is on the bottom right of your screen as well, www.twoleggedpullback.com. Also, trading range indicator here, marking the trading range perfectly, bottom of the trading range to the top of the trading range. Marking it perfectly for us using pure price action. That is also done automatically. Market just opened, pandas. That's also on the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. That's it for the introduction, pandas. Let's find those scalps. Let's get those two-legged pullbacks. Let's go, baby. Let's find the best setups possible. Got an L4 setup, but I don't like how it's riding above this 20 EMA. Makes me think we're trying to make a new high here. We're still riding up. We're still riding up this trend upwards. Looking for some sort of spike in channel. If it reverses here on us, I'll be kind of shocked. I'll be a little more surprised than anything. Most likely, we're going to come and hit and break yesterday's high, in my opinion. If we don't do that, I mean, look at the 5-minute. Look at this 5-minute chart. When you look at this 5-minute, you're thinking one more push up. But look at all of these. Oh, look at all these failed breakouts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a lot of wicks here. Something's coming. Something's happening. We do have a break a trend new high here on the 10K chart. Potentially, oh, it has made its two-legged pullback already after the new high. So we can look for a reversal here as well on these higher time frame charts. We're struggling here. The trading range indicator is marking for us the trading range quite nicely right now. L4 setup gives us a point here. H4 setup gives us a point as well. If you want to know what H4, L4s are, you can check out the frequently asked questions link in the description below. Some more information there. Pandas. Let's get those two-legged pullbacks. Let's go, baby. Hey, right now it's too choppy for me. I'm sitting on my paws. Don't know what's happening here at the moment. I would be shocked if we reverse this entire move right now. That'll be very volatile in my opinion. That's a volatile move. Pretty crazy. But if that does happen, man, man, when you look at the daily, oh man, this two-legged pullback. Very, very interesting. We're in the bottom trading range also above the 20 MA if we do trigger it. So we do have a bull case. There's always a bull and bear case. Ooh, coming back to the bottom trading range. You think the trading range indicator is not marking these things accurately, but it just happens to come to the top. Now right back to the bottom. It hits it perfectly here. Tell me any indicator that marks trading ranges like this. There's no indicator right now in the market, in my opinion, that does what this trading range does. This trading range indicator does. Uses pure price action to find these trading ranges. So what we do have here is break a trend, an attempt of a new high, but currently we're getting a double top right here. Struggling, double top. As long as we're above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart, in my opinion, I think we're in a bull trend until we break below it. Good morning, guys. Richard Harris. Good morning. Kellyanne. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Rudy Newkirk. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if I saw your name before, but welcome to the stream. Terrence, aloha from Hawaii. Do appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Beach Bum from North Carolina. Good morning. Good morning. Hassan Arabi, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Ralph Guns, welcome back. Welcome back. Mo says, at what point do you think that daily is going to break the trend line? Hey, it could be this week, could be next week. If we get a trap trade here, and this and if this traps on the other side, this is this is prime for a trap to the downside. Failed trap to the upside. With plenty of break of trends with new highs. At any moment, we can reverse here. Struggling, right, to get out of this trading range right now. I'll be very hesitant to go long or short at the moment. Right, the 5 minutes printing a strong bear candle. The first candle on the 5 minutes of strong bear candle. It's not done yet, but it's coming right down to 20 EMA on the 5 minute, as you can see. It's not done yet, but this is a very strong bear candle, and essentially you can say there's no follow through, right? After this super strong bull bar, no follow through really, and we got a couple spikes of failed attempts to follow through, right? Candle just finished, bounced off the 20 EMA. Let's see what we get here. This is a wonky looking two-legged pullback. A, B, C. It is a two-legged pullback back to the 20 EMA, but not the shape that I like. The shape is very like strong bear bars in it. Kind of difficult. We're now under the 20 EMA on the 2000 tick chart. Again, trading range indicator marking for us at bottom of the trading range, giving us another scalp off the bottom here. Two-legged pullback to the bottom of the trading range, right? A, B, C. Two-legged pullback here. Bottom of the trading range. Scalping for more than a point. Coming back to the top of the trading range again, pandas. It marked the trading range way back here with its 1, 2, 3 bars. It starts back here. You can tell because the line starts here. And since it starts here, you see... Oh, man. Coming to the top of the trading range by 1 tick. Missed it by 1 tick here. Very interesting. This trading range indicator is spot on right now. Even I get surprised by the trading range indicator. I'm just like, oh, this is definitely an uptrend, but the trading range indicator starts to mark the trading range. I'm just like, are you short trading range indicator? And it ends up actually working out according to the trading range. Even on a daily, look at this. You thought, you know, with these bars here, there's no way we're gonna come back to the bottom. Come back to the bottom trading range. Now, guess where we're finding some support? The bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator on the daily. Missed it by 1 tick and reversed on us. Still no setups though. Still no setups. This L4 setup right here on the double top could be the reversal, and it could be on a downtrend day today. It could just be reversed this entire move upwards after the CPI numbers. That's why trading. That's why price action is king. Right? The news. If the news was good, then what would we do? We'll just keep buying. But the market moves according to price action, actually. Very interesting, very choppy, in my opinion. Very hard to trade this. We do have a two-legged pullback forming here, pandas. But we're at the bottom of the trading range. Difficult to take this short, in my opinion, because we're going to hit the bottom of the trading range. We're just still in consolidation, going sideways movement here. Still waiting. Still waiting for our setup. Still waiting for the right context here. Coming back to the top. Yep. Power Trader said just made 2 legs on a 10K. That it did. 10K. It is on its two-legged pullback here, and it's going about the trap on the 10K chart. The traps here may be interesting going short, but we're still above the 20 MA here. Very interesting place to. I mean, this is the place you want the trap, right? You want the new high, break a trend, new high, but the trap should be underneath the 20 MA. And the fact that it's so above the 20 MA makes it a little harder to trade. I mean, this is straight up choppiness. If you look at the 10K chart, it's choppiness. 2K chart also choppiness, going sideways, in and out of the 20 MA. We're sitting on our pause because of this. 5 minute does bounce off nicely off the 20 MA. As you can see, 5 minute hitting 20 MA perfectly. Bouncing off of it. And someone made a nice scalp, right? That's a 4-point scalp, just, you know, having a limit order right there on the 20 MA. Not the style we're trading though, but there are institutions doing that. breaking down now, pandas. The trap does trigger on the 10K chart. I actually like the trap on the 10K, but man, it makes a point. It makes a point on the 10K chart. I should have paid attention. This market is moving pretty fast, actually. That two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. Again, closing above the trading range indicator, but underneath the 20 MA. Very confusing. Very hard to trade this. About to hit the 20 MA on the 10K chart, as you can see. Right, that trap does give you a point here. I should have taken that trap trade, but the fact that it wasn't, you want it to be underneath the 20 MA, right? If you're going short, you want to be under the 20 MA, but I mean, I guess there's enough room to the 20 MA here. Trading range still active on the 10K chart here. Finally closing beneath the trading range makes me think we're actually going to be in a downtrend. Hard to say though. We're so close to yesterday's high. You're thinking wants to at least trigger it. Trigger the two-legged pullback on the daily. But it could be an inside day today. Right? The market could be trading within this bar the entire day. Making an inside day. Showing confusion. Looks like, yeah, the downtrend is going to continue. When we have this close underneath the trading range, you're thinking we're going to have another leg down here. One more leg down. Double top L4 setup was the reversal setup here. Very interesting. Come back to the bottom trading range still. I mean, when you get consolidation like this, oftentimes the market has a hard time breaking out of it, right? You have failed breakdowns, failed breakouts. Yep, Kellyanne says, trap on the 10K worked. I mean, traps on the 10K, man, they are just reliable in of themselves. I should have taken it. You can say pretty much we are in a downtrend, I think, in my opinion, with so many legs down. Right? We have more than like 2 legs down, more than 3 legs down. I think we're in a downtrend until said otherwise at the moment. Gonna skip this trap here on the 2K chart here. 1, 2, 3 hits. One, two, three, 4 hits here. I'm gonna sit on my pause. I'm not gonna take this trap here. Sitting on my pause here. If it reverses up here, I actually might go long here if this trap fails. Right, showing 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, but this needs to fail. It can't make a point. If it makes a point, it doesn't fail. Also, 10K chart. We are on the 20 MA on the 10K chart. I may go long here, thinking failed breakdown of this trading range. I don't like it how we're underneath the 20 MA like this. It looks like we're, it looks like we're on a downtrend. Kind of hard for me to go long here, actually. Actually ending near its low. Terrible signal bar. Not really interesting going long here. Trap almost makes a point. It makes a point on the 50s. It makes a perfect scalp. Makes an absolute scalp. The trap actually does trigger a move down. Right, that's for the next leg down. One more leg down. That's what I was thinking after this close. One more leg down. Not looking to go long at all. Not looking to go long at all right now. This looks like it's... You're about the 50% mark, right? Basically, when this bar finish, you have this channel here, right? Spiking channel. And we're at the bottom of the channel. Not only that, yesterday's close. So here, we're trying to think, what's happening here? Are we going to continue downwards? Or if we break below this, then we're thinking downtrend. But here, a trading range could be created. In my opinion, trading range is a high possibility because of how choppy we've been. This choppiness is making me think we're not going to have a strong trend either way. Right? The price action here is telling us that the market is confused. Long, big wicks, plenty of overlapping bars. And even though we're slightly going downtrend right now, because of this chop makes me think that we're not going to have the juice or the conviction to really make one way or another, right? All of this choppiness, the institutions might bring this back up right into this trading range here. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, in my opinion. It is what it is, though. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen because it's so choppy. But the choppiness is making me think not to keep going short. You know, I'm just thinking, you know, this choppiness is making me think, you know, we're going to come right back up. You essentially have 3 market cycles, right? You have a breakout market cycle, you have a trading range market cycle, and then you have a trending market cycle. So this is a breakout, right? We're seeing all 3, I think, at the moment, right? This is a breakout, right? This is a breakout market cycle. Now this is a trending market cycle. Then trending market cycle eventually converts into a trading range market cycle. So you see all 3 market cycles right here. And right now we're trying to identify what market cycle are we in. Right now we are in a trending market cycle downwards, but at the same time, because of the choppiness, I'm thinking this is going to convert into a trading range. We do have a H4 setup here. I do want to take this H4. I actually do want to take this H4. If it's a good signal bar, I'm thinking about taking this H4 here. I'm gonna take this H4 here. I'll take the hit. I think it's worth it. H4, signal bar, decent. Signal bar. I'll take the hit here. I don't mind this. I think it's worth it. Just the choppiness makes me think we're gonna come back up here. Double bottom, micro double bottom as well on the H4. Having my limit order set up right now. Tempted to make another low. Currently failing. If I lose this pandas, it's okay. It's part of the plan, in my opinion, for me. I'm just trying to read this price action. The price action doesn't look... It's just not convincing to me that we're going to really go that much further down. I'll take this hit. Let's see if we can get a nice scalp here off the H4 higher low setup. Micro double bottom off yesterday's close. If not, it is what it is. It is what it is. H4 setup. I like the H4 setups. The 10K as well, right? All to 20 MA. 5 minutes. Micro double bottom. Just waiting here. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. It's looking sketchy here. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out here, pandas. It's all good. H4. Thinking possible failed breakdown here of this trading range. That trap does trigger H5 triggering right now. Still holding on. Iron pause right here. Just sticking to the typical stop loss here. Less than 3 points. Sticking to my conviction here. Does look like it wants to stop me out. I mean, we have a high chance of getting stopped out now. If this fails again, I'm going to put a double position in. Terrible trade, pandas. Do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. We're obviously in a downtrend. I'm trying to trade counter trend here. I just saw the H4 and I saw the double bottom. I just thought, possibly get a scalp here. It's all good, pandas. Terrible trade. Terrible trade. Man, but the H4, man, I like H4s. I don't know why. I mean, I like the H4s. We saw a couple H4s work out here. I just saw the choppiness. I just thought that, you know, we have some room to come up. But this choppiness is now, looks like it's breaking down pretty hard. Absolutely incredible reversal here. Do not copy my trades, Bandas. If you want to see some entertainment, you know, those who join the stream basically just want to watch me lose. H4, double bottom. Oh, it is what it is. This is just reversing like crazy. It's basically now going beyond the point where you think it's trading range, and it's just converting now just into a downtrend. I still think we're gonna be contained in between yesterday's high and low. Right, also failed trap here, makes me think. Also, I was gonna go up, right, double bottom. I should have maybe waited for a triple bottom test, and that should have been my test. One more test down, then maybe I should have gone long. But the H4 itself made me want to take that, which is okay. Pandas, it's all good. Don't worry. Stick to the plan. Absolutely incredible downtrend right now. The thing that I thought was least possible that's gonna happen actually ends up happening. This entire breakout move is reversed in one single leg. No pullbacks yet. Pandas, this is crazy. Very volatile. Absolutely incredible. It's all good, Pandas. Just waiting for my setup now. These H4s, man. They could be your best friend or worst enemy. Truly. It's all good. Just watching, just watching. Super strong downtrend. At the end, this made its own to like a pullback actually. ABC. Absolutely incredible. The news means nothing, truly. Look at that. Look at that move. Sheesh. No trades here yet. At the end, what ended up happening was this major trend reversal actually is playing out. Break a trend, new high, trap trade to reverse it, and now this is a nice swing trade on the 10K chart. Nice MTR on 10K. I think that's what happened. I should have considered that. I think I will put that in the back pocket next time before trading these H4s. Basically, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 traps in a row. Absolutely incredible, strong move down. Or 4 traps in a row is a very strong move down. That means every single pullback has made less than a point after it started breaking down. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit that was pretty sketchy. I mean, I saw the support, saw some move. Maybe it was just a little too sideways for me, or should have been too sideways. I mean, I like H4s. It's just, yeah. Let me looking back at it. I mean, this is what I saw. You're thinking maybe come back into trading range, but I'm not sure. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, I read it wrong. In my opinion, I read this wrong, and you make mistakes, so be it. Life goes on. We are back at the breakout area. Basically, this breakout area, right? This gap was filled now on the 5-minute. No trades here currently. Even if this traps, it's a terrible trap to take, in my opinion. If you get this trap trades, bad trap trade to take, too far away from 20 MA. Also, we're on a support here, and we're at the breakout area where we broke out. On the 2K chart, you don't see it, but on the 5-minute, you see it hits it perfectly. It fills that gap. What I mean by gap is the high of this bar and the bottom of this bar currently are touching, filling that gap. Right, this is a big gap here. In my opinion, this is not a good trap to take, but trade at your own risk. In the support area, I typically don't like to go short. But currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traps in a row. I mean, we're definitely in downtrend. I reloaded my data already, so I'm not sure. Power trade as what period? This is a 240 SMA. Woo! Spikes down. Absolutely incredible. That means the bears are broken. The bears just broke. That move down, just the bears broke. That spike down means the bears just broke. We could actually reverse here now after the bears broke. The bears breaking has to usually come with bulls entering in, right? That kind of happens in tandem together. And so typically when those big exhaustion moves happen like that, it does show it could be a point of reversal. But I mean, honestly, there's no entries here, short or long, in my opinion. So I'm just sitting my pause. I took one trade here, and it is what it is. I lost it. Let me know in the chat if my chart looks very different than yours. I reloaded it this morning, so I think it should be good. I think we're good here. One, two, three, four, 5 traps in a row. Tight bear channel at the moment. Are we gonna get another trap in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 traps in a row? Is that what's gonna happen here, pandas? Potentially 6 traps in a row? Looks like it. Outside bar reversal. Looks like this downtrend is going to continue here. Absolutely incredible. That's actually so incredible right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 traps in a row. Absolutely incredible. Not very typical on the 2K chart. You don't get that many traps typically on a 2000 tick chart. Always in short currently. That's what the mode is in. Always in short. absolutely incredible right now. Just watching. No entries here. We are in the 8th trap down. That's absolutely incredible. Very strong move. Breaking below here now, making a new low. How incredible is this, pandas? Absolutely insane. You know, you thought we're gonna have a bull trend. Look what the market gives us. Absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, couldn't catch any of this. One of these reversals will make a point sooner or later, but if it reverses again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 traps in a row on the 2000 tick chart. I haven't seen that in a very long time, in my opinion. That's very rare. 7 traps in a row, potentially here. This trigger, 7 traps in a row. Absolutely incredible. 7 traps in a row, pandas. When is the last time you saw 7 traps in a row? This trap's failing, though. Reverses immediately. I probably can make a point here if I go long, to be honest, but sitting on my pause. Right, when this trap fails, you're thinking this is it. That's the last one. Trap failing here. Failed trap. Absolutely incredible. Doesn't even give you a point. This is going to be 8 traps in a row, pandas. Absolutely insane. Potentially. Or we can get 8 traps in a row. The market can do whatever it wants, and this is proof. 8 traps in a row, pandas. Still going down. Don't ever counter trade this. Absolutely insane. Sitting on my pause. 10K chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bear bars in a row. 5-minute chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bear bars in a row. Absolutely insane. Looks like we're making a beeline straight to yesterday's low. Mitch Lawton with a monster runner. Let's go, baby. This is starting to convert into the breakout. It's starting to lessen a little bit, in my opinion. We shall see. No entries, though, for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potentially 9 traps in a row on the 2K chart. Are we going to get the 9th trap? I don't think I've ever seen 9 traps in a row, pandas. It's absolutely insane. Actually, absolutely insane. 9 traps in a row. Okay, it looks like it's starting to find some consolidation here on the trading range indicator, marking some choppiness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. At a certain point in time, you're going to say this breakout is done. Just don't know if it's done yet. Right, small pullback bear channel. Just watching, just watching. Absolutely incredible move. Just completely destroying this breakout here. 10K about to trigger a second entry. Finally, the trap is gone. The trap is gone now. How many traps in a row, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 traps in a row. That's kind of funny because 8 traps in a row means I want to say it's like an H8 setup, but instead of H4, H8 setup. First touch of the 20 EMA, possibly here. I do have a certain conviction that we will stay within yesterday's range, making an inside bar today. I do have that conviction here. You do have a nice second entry here on the 10K chart. I'm gonna skip this one because the risk is very large. Right, we have about 1, 2, 3, more than 4-point risk here to make a point, plus super strong downtrend. So skipping this one. Don't have a two-legged pullback yet on the 2K chart, but when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now non-bear bars in a row, you're wondering, right, should you take a short here on this two-legged pullback, first test of the 20 EMA on the 2000 tick chart? That's what you're wondering right now. Should you take a short here? Give me a 1 in the chat, pandas, if you're gonna take a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. Give me a 2 if you're not gonna take it. Give me a 3 if you want to take the trap trade. Potential two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bear bars in a row, or non-bear bars in a row. We have a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA here. I don't like how this is so many bull bars in a row. Don't like that. The 10K does make itself a nice scalp here. Terrible signal bar currently. Signal bar is not good. Not good for me. Right in the middle. Ends right in the middle. Doesn't even trigger the second entry short yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 non-bear bars in a row, right? Plus the down leg here actually ends up bullish, which is a good sign for bulls, but we do have a two-legged pullback here, pandas. A, B, C. You can just see easily dark red number on the right side. That's all it takes. But I draw it out for you guys so you can see with your own eyes the two-legged pullback forming here. Now we're clearly above the 20 EMA. Kind of hard to take this short actually, because now we're above the 20 EMA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 non-bear bars in a row. I say non-bear bars because this is not a bullish or bearish bar, but it's a non-bear bar. Very hard to trade against this now, in my opinion. The immediate move up. We're above the 20 EMA. Another terrible signal bar. Very small signal bar actually though. Small signal bar, but not a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bull bars, non-bear bars in a row. It's just going up. We do have a small risk trade here. Could potentially be a good trade. It's just not the setup that I like. I like it if it's below the 20 MA. This is a little too much for me. Ends up giving a perfect scalp. Potentially still trapped here. Perfect scalp at the moment. Right, this could be a trap trade here. But we don't have breaker trend new low. Anything like that. Nothing in terms of... So this could be looking for a new low now. Just hard to trade that in my opinion. We do have a two-legged pullback. Does give you the perfect scalp, but then now it's showing some disappointing behavior. Just reading the price action right now. Like I mean, this breakout is done. That's for sure. Breakout is done. Looking to try to get that point now. points gonna be made, potentially. Absolute scalp made. So it ends up working out for you. That was a low risk trade. The risk would have been about, I mean, you probably use a high here. It's like less than a 2-point risk. That alone, maybe I should have just taken it because the risk was small. But man, when you have like this many bull bars in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bull bars, 9 non-bear bars in a row. I'm looking for a new low now. That's a typical pattern here, right? New low. But absolutely incredible. That L4 setup double top in the beginning of the day was the reversal point, and it just never looked back. A lower low, lower high setup here. Outside bar reversal though. Strong bar. That's another second entry here. A lower high second entry. Decent signal bar. Makes the perfect scalp and absolute scalp. Two-legged pullbacks in a row. Let me draw that out for you guys. A, B, C. That's one two-legged pullback. And you also have A, B, C. Another two-legged pullback. So you have this two-legged pullback, and you'll have the lower high two-legged pullback, A, B, C. Gives you a point. Both of them gives you a point. Very nice. Very nice. You're thinking one more push down here. Ooh, the 5-minute actually gives a trap here. I should take in that trap on the 5-minute. Your 5-minute makes a trap. Gives you a point. Scalps a point quickly on the 5-minute. $10K. Potential two-legged pullback on 10K chart. Trap trade here. To keep going short. Looking for that new low. So you have a couple things going on here for you guys. You do have this trend, right? You also have this trend. So the question is, are we gonna make a new high or are we gonna make a new low? All it is really is a two-legged pullback on a higher time frame. I mean, that's what the higher, right, the new high, new low is. You know, if you break a trend and make a new high, essentially what you're saying is there's a two-legged pullback. Right? We're just looking for another two-legged pullback to find a second entry in. And that's what the new high, waiting for a new high is on a major trend reversal. It's just another two-legged pullback on a higher time frame. Right? If you look at here, all we're doing is looking for the new high here, right, in order to go short, which is just a two-legged pullback on a higher time frame. So here, if we look for the new high to go short, right, all we're doing is looking for another two-legged pullback. Big move up, big move down. And make sure you scalp that like button. By the way, for those who are joining, I'm Bye Money. Welcome to my stream. On this stream, you can see a panda lose a bunch of money. We trade the biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the world, the emini futures, and we trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. I believe this is the only stream that trades live the two-legged pullback for you guys, absolutely for free. And so it does help out a lot if you scalp that like button for me. Helps out the stream. Helps others find out this stream, find out about this stream. Looking for a new low on a 10K chart here. And if you want more information about the two-legged pullback indicator that you see on your screen with all these numbers above and below the candles, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. There's a free trial available. Also, pandas, look in the description. There is a free tick counter, floating tick counter for you guys. And that floating tick counter basically just keeps the tick count right next to the price action, so you don't have to look anywhere else on the chart other than right at the candles. So it keeps the tick chart, especially if you're scalping. That's very important to be able to time perfectly right when the candle finishes to place your stop order. And that's why pandas, right? That's why you take the stop loss, right? When you lose, you take the stop loss because here, I wasn't really thinking. If we broke down here, I wasn't really thinking we're gonna come back in. I really thought that was a move, so I didn't want to scale in. And if I try to scale in, look how many scale ins: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scale ins. I still wouldn't be able to break even. That would bust your account so fast. Marcelina says, I came for trading, but stays in the stream just to watch me lose money. I mean, that's a lot of bamboo. That's a lot of bamboo. That's all good, pandas. We stick to the plan. See if we get a good setup here. You're looking for a new low before trying to go long here. But the trading range indicator, marking the trading range again perfectly for us, as you can see. Trading range indicator marks the trading range way back here. And we see that bounces off right there and comes right to the top of it and bounces off the top of this. So we see the trading range indicator still being accurate here, working for us. I think I'm the only one who streams two-legged pullbacks live, but not only that, I am for sure know I'm the only panda that trades live in the world. I think I could be wrong. Very interesting. 5-minute looks choppy. 10K looks like it's about to trigger a two-legged pullback here. Looking for two-legged pullback just formed here. A second push up. It looks like on the 2K chart we're finding some consolidation. I think we're gonna look for a new low here. I think if this trap triggers, we're gonna kind of push down, maybe make a measure move here. This is a two-legged pullback off the 10K chart. Two-legged pullback off 10K chart. Still looking for a new low here. Are we a new low or new high? Not sure. But I think if we hit this trap here, bad news for the bulls, in my opinion. Watching the 10K chart. With a Pikachu setup on the 10K chart. DX is talking about Kung Fu Panda. I was like, what are you talking about? There's this other panda who streams too. He streams with a monkey, a crane, a tigress, and a praying mantis. Making that new high now. So if you wanted to go short, you want to make it after it makes a new high here, which matches nicely with the 10K chart, two-legged pullback. Hey guys, no reason to hate on each other. I mean, especially on the stream or on the chat. It doesn't matter. Who cares if he makes money, doesn't make money? In my opinion, let him be. If he makes money, he makes money. Be happy for him. If he doesn't, then it is what it is. 10K chart, about to trigger. I'm going to take this Pikachu trade on the 10K chart. I'm going to have to go for 2 points here because the risk is large. But the probability very high. Looking for that new low. Also on the 5-minute, you can see Pikachu set up on the 5-minute as well. AJ Mark, it's all good. Just let them be. If it's distracting, let me know. And if it's distracting to you, pandas, then maybe Richard Harris can take that in consideration. It's a free country, pandas. The one thing about Richard Harris is impossible to mimic his trading because he's an intuitive trader. So if you're intuitive, it's very hard to teach someone your intuitions. Just watching, just watching. I have a two-legged pullback forming here, but in my opinion, it's also very choppy, overlapping bars. We do have the trading range indicator marked on the 10K chart, also on the 5-minute chart. Trading range indicator it's starting to mark a trading range, and to go short here, we'll be shorting the bottom of a trading range, which is typically a no-no. The 2K chart also looking like it's going sideways, creating trading range as well. Trying to get into the second entry though. Let's Pikachu trade on the 10K chart. Thinking we can at least scalp out here. Probably have to go for 2 points though. I'll go for a retracement. Going for retracement here, pandas, if I can get it. Try and get a retracement. Missed the point. Retracements making it so I can't even enter this trade. If it makes an absolute scalp made, missed that point. And that's the risk of retracements, pandas. You know, you try to make a retracement to get a little bit more probability to make that point, but the Pikachu trade on the 10K chart makes a point without me because I try to get into the retracement. Because I wanted 2 points and it stops right at the 2-point mark. That's why I think it's oftentimes it's just reverses at that 2-point mark many times. So that move is done, in my opinion. Not interested in that trade anymore. But pandas could have made back at least 1 scalp if I just got in without the retracement. It does come back and fill you up, and now pushes down harder. But I was not interested. After it spikes up after that 2-point move, I was not interested. Makes a new low finally though, pandas. New low's made. Potential H4 on the 5-minute chart. I may be interested in going long here. Al Brooks. Brandon Jones says there's a delay on the stream. There should be a delay on the stream, but probably not a chat. I think chat is pretty much live, like very instant, immediate. But yeah, J Mark, it's all good. Hey, J Mark is a fellow panda. I mean, I understand he's probably distracted. Could be distracted by Richard Harris. I mean, at the end, everyone wants to see proof. Everyone wants to know these things, but who cares? You know, it's just. It is what it is. If he's making money, if he's not, I mean, if he's sim trading, if he's live trading, it does not matter. It does not affect your trading personally. So let it be. I'm looking at this H4 on the 5-minute, pandas. The new low was made here, so we have potential reversal here. But it's very choppy in my opinion, but I like the H4 on the 5-minute. I like to take it if I can. We do have 2 more minutes, 2.5 more minutes for this candle to finish. Ooh. Almost a failed breakdown here. It makes a 2-legged move. Kind of like that. A, B, C. If we get a failed trap here, I'll probably go long on the 10K chart. Just watching. I like the H4 on the 5-minute, but this bar is way too big now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're risking 6 points for scalp. Kind of difficult for me. If I were to trade this, I would have to swing trade this, pandas. If I take this H4, I have to swing trade it. That's the only way to trade that. Swing it for at least 3 to 4 points in my opinion. The risk is even larger now. In choppiness, can't take that trade. I'm gonna skip that trade. The risk is way too large for my taste. If I take it, I would have to do a smaller trade, maybe 2 contracts. 2 contracts, hoping to swing trade it. Maybe at least a 1-to-1 risk ratio. Sorry, pandas. My only trade today is a losing trade, and it is what it is. But All right, children. All right, children. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone, just it's okay. I understand both points. I understand your point, J Merck and Richard Harris. I mean, personally, I think Richard Harris, if you want to do callouts, just start your own. Just start your own stream. You can start your own stream, and you probably get some good followers if people are willing to follow you, and if you can make a good presence on YouTube. I personally think you should just make your own channel. You know, if your callouts are legit and you're making money, and if you think it would be helpful for the community, I think you should start your own stream, to be honest. Ooh, I kind of want to take this long here. Two-legged pullback, but now we're above the 20 MA, above the trading range indicator. I would look for a trap trade here, but the higher low setup above the 20 MA looks nice actually to go long here. Actually looks kind of good to me. I think I'm gonna take this two-legged pullback off the top of the trading range though. Saying out loud doesn't make sense. Gonna have to skip it. Unfortunately, I really do want to get into a trade. These are all first entries, right? These dark gray or these gray ones. First entry, first entry, first entry, first entry. No trades here. Right, just down, up. Resetting the accounts. I kind of want to go long here. Right, because we made a new low. We made a new low now. We're looking for a higher low entry. But the best setup is a trap, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to give us a trap. It does bust up here. Breaks above. Yeah, I like that trade. I liked it, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I like that trade, but the context made me hesitant. I would take a trap trade here if we're to go long, though. If we do get a trap here, I'll go long. A, B, C. Failed. Goes long. Let's see if it happens. Fails to make a point. And reverses. This is not a bad place for MTR, major trend reversal. We do have a trigger of the second entry short here. Let's see if we get a failed second entry short. Currently failing. Currently failing. If it hits the 50s, it makes a perfect scalp. Currently failing right now. We do have a potential trap trade here, pandas, to go long. Has to hit the 50s to make the perfect scalp. Perfect scalp made. Absolute scalp made. No trap here. But that's the MTR, right? New low. Potential. I would say one thing though. For Richard Harris, I would say if your trading is not repeatable, then most likely it's not transferable. As in, you can't really teach, the way Richard Harris And so, in my opinion, I agree. That's why I agree with J Mark in that sense. It's not helpful because there's nothing I can learn from that. There's nothing I can learn from Richard Harris in terms of trying to, you know, let's just say he is perfect. Let's just say he is making all the trades and, you know, he's being accurate and being honest. I'm just saying, but the thing is, it's not helpful in a sense because it's not a repeatable strategy where I can mimic. The two-legged pullback is repeatable. It's something that we can all look at. We can see breakup trends. We can see two-legged pullbacks. We can count the legs all the same way. It's a very technical setup. And so in that way, you know, that's why I like the two-legged pullback. And so that's the one thing I would say. The good thing about Richard Harris is, hey, if he's making money, be happy for him. You know, that's the only the good thing I think about Richard Harris. And he joins the stream. So we do have another push up here, outside bar reversal. But other than that, yeah, I mean, Richard Harris is not an enemy of mine, but not very helpful for this stream as well. But it's just what it is. You know, I'm happy if he makes money. If you make money, make money. But I think, let's just say if Richard Harris was more in line with what we're trying to do on the stream, which is trade a two-legged pullback or price action, then I would say his comments would probably be very helpful, especially if he can predict and anticipate a setup. Saying, okay, I think I see this here. If this happens here, I'm going to do this. If he can put all that out there, then that's actually pretty helpful when you can anticipate some sort of trade. But if you're someone's just going long, I'm going short, made money. No, they make money. You know, that I see why J Mark. I'm on the side of J Mark where it's like, okay, that's not very helpful. But you know, I would say Richard Harris could be more helpful if he can anticipate trades, look for the setup, especially if it involves two-legged pullback or just price action in general. Ooh, Kellyanne, 200 away. Ooh, that's just so close. You can smell it. Definitely making lower lows here. Lower lows, or sorry, lower highs and lower lows. Let's see what happens here. We can get a reversal here, but unsure. Trap does trigger the 5. H5 trigger on the 5-minute chart. See, that's why I didn't go long here. Right, the bar's too big. This risk is so large. You're risking a lot. You have to do a big swing trade in order to make that worth it. About to make a new low here. Probably end red today, but it's all good, pandas. It is what it is. Making a new low now. Yeah, Richard Harris is timed out for about 5 minutes. We're dripping down. Captain Fax asked, you high? No, definitely not high. Not about that. New low being made here. The 10K chart doesn't even hit the 20 EMA. The 5-minute chart definitely doesn't hit the 20 EMA as well. Could be a measure move. That's a big measure move, pandas. Could be measure move here. be below yesterday's low. Not looking to go long here, especially after strong bear bar on the 5-minute. Strong bear bar on the 5-minute. Not looking to go long on the 2K chart. Yep. So you can easily block someone just by clicking their... Well, I can't do it, I don't think, because I'm the mod. But wow, makes a point right there. Amazing. But if someone is distracting to you, such as Richard Harris, then you can block them. If not, then let them be. Captain Facts, do you trade oil and gold? I do not trade oil or gold. Gold, I actually just buy gold. I buy actual gold. I don't trade gold stocks. One more push down here. Interesting. Unfortunately, probably gonna end red today. Oh man. It's all good. Don't let it change your strategy. That's the important thing, pandas. You stick to the plan. Even if you're red, just stick to the plan. And if the trading system is good, it will work itself out at the end. We gotta stick to the plan. Mo with the 590 today. Let's go, baby. Trading pure price action. Let's go. Just watching. No entries for me yet. Potential trap trade on the 10K chart. Try to make that next push down here. I'm actually not looking to go short here. Even if a two-leg pullback happens, I'm looking for a trap trade to the long side. I would trade the trap on the 10K chart, looking for another push down. Just watching, just watching. What is the point of this Nightbot if it can't stop this one webcam thing Nightbot, what are you doing? The whole point of all of this, all of these rules, especially the caps rule, is to... Oh, it's the guy's name. That's why it's his name. Tricky, tricky. The person made his name his message. That is interesting. All right. Okay, okay. Kudos. Kudos to you. The guy made his name the message. Perhaps. We do have a two-legged pullback here, pandas. A, B, C. Below the 20 MA. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Maybe those hot boys and girls are day traders. Perhaps. Maybe I'm blocking the wrong people. Maybe they're actually just, you know, actually supporters of the stream, and they just happen to want a cool name like webcamschat.com, hot girls and boys video chat. It's just a cool, catchy name to have, you know. Looking for a trap trade here to the long side, pandas, and I'll be looking to go long. I'm actually not looking to go short here, bottom of the channel. Second push down, right? Make the new low from here. Making the new low. Looking for a trap trade to the long side here, pandas. J Merck says he wants to go short here. Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if you're going to go short on this two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 2 if you're going to skip it. Give me a 3 if you're looking for the trap trade afterwards. Genius. Yeah, Brandon Jones, man. They have evolved. These spammers have evolved. All right, a lot of you guys are going to take this two-legged pullback off the 20 MA. Thoughts and prayers to you. Good signal bar. Thoughts and prayers for those going short here. Interested in the trap trade if we get it. Almost perfect scout made. Perfect scout made. Could potential trap traders here still. Ooh, do I want to take this trap? Pseudo trap. I think I'll take another push down if we're to get it. If this trap fails, I'll look to go short actually. Thoughts and prayers to you guys who are short. Let's get the absolute scalp for those who are short. Hope you get it. Absolute scalp. Well played. Let's go, baby. Congrats, congrats. Two-legged pullback. Nice signal bar off the 20 EMA. Good trade for you guys. Well played. Hey man, the scalp makes everything better. Once you get the scalp, changes the mood. Pandas, hey, sorry, my only trade was a losing trade and probably missed a lot of good opportunities. But pandas, it is what it is. We'll stick to the plan. Yeah, I'll take the red day today. It's all good. Everyone, trade safe. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Hey, make sure you guys scalp that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out that free trial on the official website at www.tweleggedpullback.com. The two-legged pullback indicator, also trading range indicator, and don't forget to grab that the free floating tick counter for you guys. Go ahead, that's a free gift to you guys. And hey, trade safe everyone. As always, happy trading. God bless. See you guys tomorrow. Brian.